Here is how to replace a broken flush lever on your toilet. This one snapped off right over here, as you can tell. This handle actually just comes out like that. But we have to remove this piece, and that gets unhooked from the chain there. So let me show you how to remove this first. Okay, first thing you need to do is remove this. You may need to use something very simple, like an adjustable wrench, like that, but mine is actually just finger tight. The only most important thing you need to remember about removing this is it is a reverse thread. So if you imagine you were standing back here behind the toilet, you'd normally turn it this way, but that's not how it goes. It gets turned in a clockwise direction like that to be loosened. So I'm just going to hold the outside and just turn, and as you see, it unscrews very simply like that. Once that's unscrewed, don't drop that in the tank, and the pieces here are free. Here's a replacement flush lever or tank lever, or whatever you want to call it. Comes with a new nut and the thing. This one is kind of a hybrid plastic / metal sort of thing. The handle looks almost like the old one. So let's take it out of the package. Okay, here's the new one. Now we got to stick it in, just like that, and then in there. And you'll notice this piece is square, and that lines up with the square cutout in the front of your toilet there. But because these are universal replacements, which are generally universal to nothing, there's going to be a bit of finagling that we need to do here. If you look right over here, you'll notice that this lever already is hitting the tank, so we're going to have to bend it. The package for this says that this metal rod will just bend where you put it, so I'm going to go ahead and bend that and force that in there, and then we'll put the nut on it, and then we'll see if we have to adjust it any further. Okay, so you see I just put a bend in it there, and now it looks like it'll operate properly. So we're just going to go ahead and put the nut on, and remember again that that is a reverse thread, so you're going to turn it in a counter or anti-clockwise direction to get that on. Okay, now you just tighten that up until it's tight. I'm going to try to do finger tight only. If you do put a wrench on it, you want just a tiny, tiny amount, because any further, and you do run the risk of breaking the tank, and then you're in for a much bigger repair than this video can provide. Gone ahead and reattached the chain. Now there's multiple holes in this one. You can see one here, 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 all that. But although it will work fine, as you can see, if I do that, it lifts the flapper at the bottom right up. The problem is when you go and do that, right over here, look what comes up over the top. And that means that if the top of the tank is there, it's going to hit it and not work. So I will need to cut it down right at that line over there. And I'm just going to use my Dremel with a cutoff wheel for that. So this line is actually prescribed on here, as is this one over here. And the one in my tank, the original one, I actually matched up, and it came to about right here. So this will be perfect to slice off there. Now if you had a pair of tin snips, I don't see any reason why you would have too much trouble with that. But like I said, I'm just going to use my Dremel with a little cutoff wheel over here. Make sure you wear safety glasses and all that kind of stuff, and go ahead and zip that off. Alright, now just reinstall. Stick that back through, put that in, the square piece locks in. We just get our nut and put that back on. So now we have everything reconnected here, and you can see that that'll flush no problem. Now all we have to do is try it with the cover on. Looks good to me. So now you've successfully replaced the flush lever in your toilet. Not too bad at all, just requires a little bit of bending and fitting and adjusting until you get it right. No big deal at all. If this video helped you out, please consider clicking the like and subscribe buttons, because that lets me know that I did a good job making this video and I can continue to provide them for you. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.